So I know a lot of people are a little bit confused on my story about why I went to Vista Maria, and I wanted to say I'm not a foster care kid, you guys. I committed a misdemeanor offense, which led me to be there. And that misdemeanor offense was stealing 99-cent eyeliner out of Kmart. And I want to say for the record that when I was at Vista Maria, 80% of that program in all was maximum security. They said it's medium, it's really not. So since I've been at Vista Maria, they have built 2 more buildings. So let's go on a tour. All right, so here goes the big Vista Maria in Dearborn Heights. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the building that I was housed in. This is Beata Hall. There was no running from this building. As you can see, there's a massive prison-like fence out back. And nobody was running if you were in that building. Nasty ass pool. And this pattern repeats all over the campus. Let's take a look. This is Lord's Hall. Lord's Hall was just a holding for kids that were waiting on beds at one of the other buildings. So they just sat there until a bed was available. Let's go over to the mental health facility, Rose Hall. And again, you can clearly see that that is another fenced-in secured residential program, which is about 6 to 9 months. The people from this building are not running either. This is Donna Maria. And Donna Maria also has a secured residential program, meaning nobody can run from that building. Same thing over here with Dolores Hall. You could not leave or run from this building either. I think I just mixed up Donna Maria and Dolores Hall, but whatever. Let's move on to Clara B. Ford. This was the school for everybody on campus. Those secured buildings, this is the only time they're allowed to leave. And I think it's interesting that they built this in between the school and the gym and the cafeteria. So now the kids in the secure buildings don't have to walk across. I don't remember this building, but whatever, it could have been there. All right, so over here, this building is the chapel, which we never used it, so I don't understand, like, the point of it, but that's a chapel. Over here, when I was there, that's where the nuns lived. Like, this was just a building with nuns that pretty much, I don't know if they owned the campus, I don't know, but they have all since passed away. The upstairs of this was where our clinic was, where our dentist was, and then Bridges Hall was underneath this. Bridges Hall was the step down program from the other programs, and this was Visions. This was the only foster care building when I was there that Vista Maria had. So, like, foster care is kind of like a really new thing for them. Because this building, Visions and Bridges, were the only halls that anybody could even possibly run from. This is a brand new building. And this is a new building that they built since I left Vista Maria. Yeah. It kind of confused me. One of the times I drove by, I'm like, there's 2 buildings back in that area. This building is new also. But you can tell it's still got the same fenced-in atmosphere as the other buildings. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. The majority of these buildings on this campus are literally ran like little prisons. And with that being said, it's absolutely wild that so many kids are running from there. It's almost like every single foster care kid they get in the low secure building takes off. That many police calls. Oh, and I also wanted to point out that the kids that were in foster care that ended up at Visions Hall for foster care, 9 times out of 10 ended up in one of the secure buildings for their behaviors. Also, I'm really curious on, like, why their buildings still look like that, dog. Like, they make so much money. Make it make sense. Why was there over 500 calls to service in freaking 2025? That's insane. That's crazy work, Vista. I was on drugs every day and I didn't get the police called on me that much. Like, what?